Hello, Josie here. Are you ready for the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? And are you sure? Okay, here we go. So, one of the reasons why God called me to leave Houston was because, like I said in previous videos, I was being stalked, harassed, bullied by not only family, but neighbors, exes, individuals that I dated for a short period of time, that I left alone and they didn't want to leave me alone. I was stalked and harassed by former associates, colleagues within my field. When I tell you it was extreme, it was extreme. It was extreme. And it was damn near nonstop. Like I said, that's a lot of people to be attacked and bullied and harassed by. So to have that happening on a daily basis throughout the day was quite a headache. Quite frustrating, indeed. I'm going to speak regarding one and or multiple hits from individuals of the female variety. Unfortunately, I had to deal with females that were interested in me, but I was not interested in them. And because I was not interested in them, and they believed and felt that I should be interested in them, they engaged in some nasty behavior against me. These were neighbors, especially. Some of these neighbors were married women. Some of these neighbors had boyfriends. Some of them were single. And I understand the reason why they were single. And I also understood the reason why they were interested in me versus what they currently had. But that was their choice. That was their decision. And just like I have a choice and a decision as to who I choose to entertain and or engage with, they believed that I should pick them or choose them or hang out with them or be with them. And because I did not want to do any of those things, they decided to attack me. And some of the cruelest individuals to any man is not another man, but a female or a woman that feels as if she's been done wrong. Even if you've done nothing to her. But as I said, the cruelest and most wickedest individual to attack another person is usually another female. Especially when it comes to other women. They will slander, smear, lie on other women solely because that other woman is more attractive than them, has more options than them, is more you get it. And so these are women that already, one, had an issue with me being an attractive bi-gender woman, who they believed was transgender woman. But not only did they have an issue with that, they had an issue with me having a very good career, being talented in music and keyboard, as well as creative, because I did leather work. And they had an issue with all of that. So these were women, females, that saw me as someone that they could not only gain off of, but they could build with and build themselves off of. which is why they were interested. They saw me as, and because I didn't see them as someone I wanted to be attached to or even engage with on a friendship level, because I was aware of how toxic they were. I could read them. I could sense it. Their behavior, their activities, their nastiness. Their nastiness. Their aggressiveness. It was disgusting. I wasn't interested in even being their friend or being an acquaintance of theirs because of their behaviors. I chose to distance myself away from evil and wicked individuals, and they saw that as an issue and a problem because they couldn't get over on me. They couldn't get me to engage with them, so they decided to attack me. Attack my career, attack my livelihood, attack my home, attack my reputation. On top of other individuals engaging in the behavior as well too, which was very much so frustrating to deal with from individuals that believed that I was unaware it was them when I knew it was them the entire time, as well as what they were engaging in to try to make me feel some type of way about myself. I didn't care that you had a boyfriend. I didn't care that you were engaged. I didn't care that you had a husband that you tricked and or manipulated into marrying you. I didn't care. It didn't bother me. It didn't bother me that you were out in public and I see you and I don't speak to you, but you were out in public specifically wanting me to see you doing whatever it was you were doing and feel some type of way about it, and I didn't allow that to affect me. I don't care. But these are individuals that care, and they engage in certain behaviors to try to make you feel some type of way. And when they can't make you feel the type of way they want you to feel, when they can't destroy your character or destroy your looks or your creativity, and they engage in all different types of behaviors trying to do so, and none of it works, what do you think they're going to do? Do you think they're going to stop? No, they're not going to stop. They're going to include other people. They're going to bring other people in the mix. They're going to tell more lies to other people to get them to engage in behaviors to come against you. So next thing you know, you're having to deal with individuals that you've never met, never had a conversation with, don't know anything about you that is truthful. It's all lies. And these are people that are attacking you and coming to your job, your career, harassing you while you're exercising, working out, following you in their vehicles, trying to see where you're going on behalf of that person. When I tell you these are people that are so toxic and so damaged, they're toxic, they're damaged, they're unhinged, and crazy to do this to another individual, all because they did not want to associate with someone that was crazy, toxic, unhinged, diabolical, and ridiculously arrogant, believing that anybody that they want should automatically want them back. It's a no for me. It will always be a no for me. And how dare someone try to force another person into agreeing to be with them just so that they can be used, siphoned, as well as try to get their seed so that they can then have a child. No. I don't think so. And that's really what it was. They knew the favor that was over my life. They knew that God was for me, that God was blessing me and supporting me, and that I was of God, and I was one of God's chosen children. And they just saw the benefit in being attached to one of God's chosen children. But God calls a lot of his chosen children to be alone, to not be in marriages, to not be in relationships, to not engage with a lot of people out here in the world because of toxic, diabolical, crazy narcissists, like I just explained. I was already and had already been in a relationship with a covert narcissist warlock for over 2 decades. Do you think I want to be attached to a female narcissistic witch? No. I don't.